JP Morgan's Onyx taps Avalanche for tokenized funds. AVAX jumps 14%. So this is why. So this was yesterday, some news. This is a crypto newsletter. It's Thursday, November 16th, 5:16 a.m. And this is the reason as to why Avalanche, I guess, is a big top performer. Action render, even though, moves the same as Solana. Solana was moving pretty aggressively the past month. Avalanche was the clear kind of one to catch up. And dating back to the last bull market, if you were there, Avalanche Solana kind of went tit for tat for each other. But, a good catalyst like this always puts fuel on the fire. This was massive news because JP Morgan's Onyx is using an Avalanche subnet to connect portfolios of tokenized assets offered by Wisdom Tree. Stellar's tied up with that, so is Maple Finance, the Wisdom Tree app. So Onyx by JP Morgan and Apollo Global unveiled a proof of concept with Avalanche under the Monetary Authority of Singapore's Project Guardian. We've been tracking Project Guardian for a bit. We had some speculations of what blockchains could have been tied with it, but now we at least know one, and it's set in stone. It's Avalanche. So the company said in a press statement it could transform asset and wealth management. The proof of concept illustrates the potential of blockchain smart contracts and tokenization to streamline portfolio management, particularly for alternative assets that have been challenging to trade and manage, and it's been bullish news for AVAX, that's for sure. So massive news there. AVAX is one for the books. It's going to be here. Definitely Avalanche will, Solana will, and personally I'm more Avalanche over Solana. I think Avalanche will beat out Solana, but that's up for debate depending on who you talk to. So Avalanche, massive news there. And then we have some more news. We got from the IMF. The IMF releasing a central bank digital currency virtual handbook. Kind of like, it reminds me of the central bank policymaker toolkit from the World Economic Forum January 2020 when they released that. So there's got to be some gold nuggets in here, just like there was in that handbook. So I need to go deep into this and uncover if there's any gold nuggets, and there must be. But this was released yesterday. But one thing that stood out to me was this, because this was kind of my thinking, kind of aligned with my thinking as far as there's all these chapters, right? And they've released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters so far. And they're trying to provide 20 chapters by 2026. So if they released 5 in 2023, they released 5 more in 2024, they released 5 more in 2025, they released 5 more in 2026. That makes 20. So 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. So they're going to release 5 each year until 2026. 2027 to me seems like the end of the timeline. 2027 is the year, in my opinion, that the likelihood of, or the biggest possibility for XRP type of price set type of thing, for when central bank digital currencies are mainstream and then the holy grail is achieved, where you have all these payment systems upgraded to instant payment systems. You have a universal messaging format standard ISO 20022, and then you have CBDCs with interoperability mechanisms kind of built in mind with all these local real-time updated payment networks for each country. And you have the CBDCs interoperating with each other through one liquidity pool via neutral bridge liquidity asset like XRP XLM. And the most likely scenario, or the possibility for massive valuation for XRP or XLM, where XRP is $300 to $1,000, based off the 2024 moonshot targets video I did. So in the Discord, if you're not already in it, link is in the bio. I did the XRP mega moonshot target video, and that was back early October when everything was very low. And my mega moonshot target for XRP is $300 to $1,000. So watch that video and you'll see why. But I had said likely it wouldn't happen until like 2027. And this timeline with this IMF central bank digital currency toolkit is kind of aligning with my thinking. So we got some time here. We got some time because there's so many things that need to happen until that ultimate holy grail is reached. So we got some time, and this is massive news. If we take a look, let's go to So there are all these different chapters here, and kind of I went to each chapter, and it's previous stuff they released, but I wanted to go to their tweet about it. So they released a global financial stability report that there's probably some gold nuggets in there, but I'm trying to find this right here. So this is November 14th. It was 2 days ago, actually. So the IMF's new central bank digital currency virtual handbook launched today aims to share knowledge, lessons, and frameworks to help guide policymakers as they explore, develop, and implement CBDCs. So the first of 5 chapters are available now, with way more to come. And then, 2027 is like the end goal. But we all know what they're working towards, and that's Holy Grail of cross-border payments. If you haven't already seen that video, go to click our profile, subscribe, of course, hit the notification bell for new videos, but look up the Holy Grail. The elites call it the Holy Grail XRP Stargate Ventures. You gotta watch that video. I'll put the video link in the description because it spells out the timeline or how they're going to do it, and they've been building and kind of stepping towards this Holy Grail, and it's likely by 2027 it's set in stone. And that's the date or the year where it's most, in my opinion, possible for XRP to hit $300 to $1,000. So we got some time to accumulate, but time flies, so now's the time to strike. So massive news with the Onyx and JP Morgan leveraging Avalanche to explore a new paradigm for portfolio management. That's huge. The IMF with the central bank policymaker toolkit, massive news as well too. And my apologies as far as not being able to do newsletters and deep dives as much as I really would like to. I love doing newsletters and deep dives, but with the market going crazy, it's been more market updates and just kind of capitalizing on this opportunity here in the Grease City channel and the Discord with the dogs. So I'm going to do my best to get back to kind of the routine of getting these newsletters out, getting these deep dives out, because on a daily basis, there's still so many things, so many huge things being announced. And I feel like I missed a bunch of things, but I'm going to work my way back into it as far as being able to kind of do the market updates, the newsletters, the deep dives, but still execute on this market with the dogs in the Grease City. So I just wanted to say that. But also some massive news for the Stargate VIPs. I think I found a way for us to do the live streaming, because I feel like it's so much easier for me to live stream when we're doing day trades or just live streaming these market updates or newsletters and stuff. And on TradingView, I didn't know you could do a stream. So what I can do is I can stream through TradingView. I don't need any software set up, right? I don't need extra software or equipment. I can just literally create a stream, and then I can restream it to YouTube as well too. And I can make it private for the VIP members. So we're gonna start this up ASAP. I'm gonna give it a test run later today. But for the Stargate VIPs, this is massive news, because I know you guys been wanting me to go live a lot, and that's what I want to do on a daily basis as well. So I think I found the workaround. So if you're interested in watching these live streams, getting in with the dogs in Grease City live throughout the day, then you want to tap into Stargate VIP, and it's the Black Friday special kicked off today. So link is in the bio for that. Come join the Stargate Discord. Ask me any questions. If you have any, Rob at Stargate, friend request me. But let's keep going, because we have some more news. We have CBDCs can replace cash, the IMF says. So central banks thinking about CBDCs may need to act more like entrepreneurs, IMF Georgieva said. IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva focused on the benefits of CBDCs in a speech Wednesday. Speaking at the Singapore FinTech Festival, she asked policymakers to continue introducing and possibly embracing CBDCs. Her speech echoed a similar one from Christine Lagarde, her predecessor, made 5 years ago. The public sector should keep preparing to deploy CBDCs and related payment platforms in the future. She warned that the world continues to move forward at breakneck speeds with new technologies, citing ChatGPT's 2 months to reach 100 million users, something that generally takes applications roughly 3 years. She added that we should remain open to potentially deploy CBDCs tomorrow. Various countries, including the US, are currently exploring or looking into a possible CBDC, and it's coming. And then the Fed continues to explore CBDCs. Payments backbone, Michael Barr said, who's the vice chair for supervision of the Fed, who is also a Ripple advisor, and this was October 27th. See, I missed it, too busy getting in the dogs. But this is massive, because Ripple's technology is the backbone of this new financial system and moving money, value transfer, value exchange mechanism. This is what we're working towards. So let's go into this. So the research is currently focused on an end-to-end system architecture, such as how ledgers that record ownership of and transactions in digital assets are maintained, secured, and verified, as well as tokenization and custody models. We must carefully weigh the benefits and risks of different uses of these new technologies and exploring and researching emerging technologies that might support a CBDC payments backbone or for other purposes in the existing payment systems. Massive news every day. Can't miss a beat. So that's huge. And then planning to list or delist a token, the New York Department of Financial Services has some new guidelines for you. Following a September comment period, has rolled out new crypto guidance. So there was all this drama back then about how XRP was off of there and some other ones. But let's see what that has to say. So they basically made the excuse that retail customers need more protection. If we go down, I don't see any kind of details on this. So it's probably on their website, but let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to get too in the weeds of it, but I doubt anything substantial is going to come from that. Then we have the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Central bank starts tokenization pilots alongside JP Morgan, BNY Mellon, DBS. The test will explore bilateral digital asset trades, foreign currency payments, multi-currency clearing and settlement, fund management, and automated portfolio rebalancing. Crazy. So Singapore Central Bank is starting to test tokenization use cases alongside major financial services firms including JP Morgan, DBS, and BNY Mellon. The test will examine digital asset trades, foreign currency payments, multi-currency clearing and settlement. This is what XRP and XLM, they're multi-currency. They're any currency you want it to be, any tokenized asset you want it to be. Can't get better than it. So JP Morgan and Apollo have carried out a proof of concept to demonstrate how asset managers could tokenize funds on the blockchain as part of the project. The initiative is part of Project Guardian. We learned about AVAX being a part of that. The Monetary Authority of Singapore is also exploring the design of a digital infrastructure to host tokenized assets and applications called Global Layer 1. Come on. This deserves a deep dive. Because Global Layer 1 to enable cross-border transactions and allow tokenized assets to be traded across global liquidity pools. Give me a break. We're going to have to look into that. Global Layer 1. Interesting. So tokenization, the term used for minting real-world assets as a blockchain-based tokens, is one use case for digital asset technology. Alright, so that is going to be safe for a deep dive. I'm going to try to dish this out today because this could be potentially massive. Wow. This was yesterday. So then we have, I think it was a part of this article. So cryptocurrencies have failed the test of digital money. Monetary Authority of Singapore director says there are 4 contenders for digital money: privately issued cryptos, CBDCs, tokenized bank liabilities, and well-regulated stablecoins. They have performed poorly as a medium of exchange or store of value. Their prices are subject to sharp speculative swings, and many investors in cryptos have suffered significant losses. And if we go down, Singapore led Layer 1. And in here, he mentioned how Project Guardian, led by the MAS and industry partners, is tokenizing foreign exchange, bonds, and funds to enhance global liquidity and streamline cross-border transactions and improve operational efficiency in financial markets with trials by major global banks. A larger vision that is emerging is of a network of the Holy Grail, basically. I'm telling you, the Holy Grail. So a larger vision that is emerging, the larger vision to reach the Holy Grail by the end of this decade, is a network of interoperable systems that allow payments, clearing, and settlement to take place instantaneously and seamlessly. Digital assets have 2 critical features that can fundamentally transform the nature of financial transactions. This is the greatest opportunity of all time. We're talking about the transformation of money and tokenizing anything and everything of value. Things that you wouldn't even imagine that have value, or could have value, or could be tokenized, are now going to be able to be tokenized. And this is how big the pool of money that can be soaked up into these ones that are powering this Holy Grail, this network of networks, the common ledger, right? So a Singapore-led Layer 1. Existing digital asset network, including public permissionless blockchains and private permission blockchains, face challenges such as lack of accountability, legal uncertainty, and interoperability issues, limiting their sustainability as a global digital asset infrastructure. And they're launching the Global Layer 1 initiative. It's conceived as a global public good. I mean, you go to all our videos we did last year, and you talk about the one we did in January, and like, I gotta go to it. So right here we did 9 months ago. World Bank, Global Digital Public Good. And then we had one here 10 months ago, XRP and XLM, Digital Public Goods, IMF, World Bank, United Nations, New Digital Infrastructure. Then you have this 11 months ago, XRP, a Global Public Good. Interledger Protocol is the backbone of the Internet of Value. Dots are there. Guys, I mean, we're not new to this. It's been like 7 years now. It's been too long. So you're in the right place if you're watching. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Tell me if you're seeing what I'm seeing. The writing's on the wall here. Lives are about to be changed in a matter of months, I'm telling you. So let's go to the next thing. I'm fired up. It's like 5:34 in the morning. It's Thursday, November 16th. I try to tell myself I'm gonna go to sleep. I can't. It's too much opportunity and this stuff going on. So we'll sleep in 2025. But yeah, this was massive. So I'm gonna look into this more because it will facilitate seamless cross-border transactions and enableize tokenized assets to be traded across global liquidity pools while meeting relevant regulatory requirements. Together, digital assets, digital money, and a foundational digital infrastructure can help realize the vision of seamless financial transactions across the world. Guys, I'm going to have to pull this together into like all the things that I found the past months as far as that. Let me see if I can go to this Discord, and then we'll go to the deep dives, and I'll find the one with the XRP. Oh, here's one thing that's massive as far as like laying out the timeline and what's really kind of happening behind the scenes. But there was another thing that I found. Here it is. I can't believe it. So we're talking about, this global layer 1 to enable cross-border transactions across global liquidity pools, right? And then let's go to this here. Where'd it go? The cost-cutting case for banks, the global interbank settlement using Ripple and XRP. And talking about the global payment infrastructure today, facilitate cross-currency settlement, all the same verbiage, talking about how there's going to be digital assets as solution and how you have this pool and it's an XRP pool, right? And having it in one pool, so having all these domestic currencies, but then having them all have one account with XRP into one XRP pool. It sounds a lot like that global, what was it called? Global layer 1, a global public good, a global liquidity pool, right? Writing's on the wall. All right, and then we have this. So recent price action outperforms the last 2 cycles. So the pivot point commenced on November 21st. So like I said, we haven't even seen anything yet because November, like around Thanksgiving, usually the last bull runs was the pivot point where we just started to send it up even more. And that coincides with this, that Bitcoin could reach 45K by year end. So options market positioning and dovish Fed expectations indicate the path of least resistance is on the higher side, and it could reach 40K, if not even 45K by the year's end, which would coincide with this, making it very likely that we'll see that happen. So to me, the direction's up, buy the dip, and be careful for any kind of flash crashes, but direction is up across the board. So the subtle art of slow, the CBDC adoption journey. This is the Digital Euro Association. Through the slow and steady adoption of CBDCs, central banks can ensure their place in the competitive arena of digital money. And I wonder if they say a timeline that matches what I was saying at the beginning. But this is so massive of a thing that's happening, this transformation, that it's going to take some time. And it's been, the dominoes have been lined up, and we're starting to see one by one them kind of fall. But yeah, we're not quite there just yet, but within the next 5 to 10 years. And I believe by 2027 is the most likely possibility of that kind of that moment happening. But until then, we're going to play the game. So let's see if there's anything here. I don't see any timelines, but yeah, so let's go to the next thing. So we have why private sector innovation in fiat digital currency is winning and will soon achieve mainstream scale as stablecoin rules in the G20 falls into place in 2024. So what do spot Bitcoin ETFs and crypto regulation mean for crypto stablecoins and the USDC? So 2024 is going to be a massive year. Then Philippines to sell tokenized treasury bond next week. The Bureau of the Treasury has set a minimum target of 10 billion pesos. The Philippine government said it plans to raise 10 billion pesos, 180 million, through the sale of tokenized treasury bonds next week, in the latest move by a government to embrace blockchain to digitize its domestic debt market. Massive. Day by day, country by country, announcement by announcement. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. So we're gonna leave it at that, guys. Massive news, massive market movement. I'll be in Greece City with the dogs. You know where to find me. If you're a Stargate VIP and I'm not in the other channels or trying to get a hold of me, just find me in Greece City. That's where I'll be at with the dogs. So that's in the day trade section. I'm usually here. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, share this with everybody you know who's in crypto, who's, may not understand what's on the horizon here, because it's gonna come fast, hit you like a bus. So get ready, get excited. I'll see you guys in the Discord and in the next video.